Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer here bringing you some Starmade action. Today we're just going to be looking at some few things about this game and a few things I've made over here. I'll get to them in a moment. If you don't know what this game is, basically it's Minecraft in space. As you can see below me there's a planet. Uh, I'll give you a quick summary. Basically planets are like giant floating disks of space or disks of stuff in space. You could build on them, of course. You could build in space. You can make space stations. You can make all of your stuff can have gravity on it, and you can make starships and fly them wherever the fuck you want, including straight into that star, which my friend did, and it utterly crashed and burned, just like you would expect it would when you fly a spaceship into a star. Now, of course, nothing in this is kind of realistically shaped or in scale. Planets, from what I understand, are bigger than the stars in this game, but that doesn't bother me so much. There's enough space between stars. In fact, this is the only star I've ever seen in this game. I have not traveled far enough yet to find another star. I don't even know how far you have to go. I think it's like a star system is like 16 by 16 sectors, and the size of this planet is about the size of one sector. Um, and there's a shitload of sectors. I'm telling you right now, like you just get lost in that shit. But it's pretty cool because like you can set coordinates and stuff and like waypoints, so like it'll tell you how to get back to a place that you were at if you know the sector it was at. But over here I got a few ships. Nothing too impressive except these two, which I'll be going over last. But first, I'm going to show you some of the ships I made. For those of you that understand what this game is all about, uh, and have already seen videos on it, so check this out. This is this is my first attempt at like making a proper ship. And basically, what I did is I took one of the pirate ships and I brought it back and I replaced all the armor with hardened hull, which is like upgraded hull, right? And then I gave it some better shields, and then I got rid of some of the pieces that I really didn't need. And I attempted to attack two pirates at once with this, and they totally fucking annihilated me. These ships, frankly, just suck. I don't know what it is about them, but like, they're easily destroyed. You just fucking, they blasted right through my cockpit area and took me out. And basically that's how you destroy these, is you go after the ship core, which doesn't really make sense to me. In the future, I'd like for that to change because, in all honesty, there's a crap load of systems on a ship that make it function, and the fact that you have to only destroy a ship core, one single block will render a ship useless, is stupid to me. Of course, you can disable like weapons and stuff, but I just think it's stupid that a ship core, once destroyed, is all that was necessary for the ship to even function at all, and it's weird. I'd rather see like a combination of systems, like interacting and stuff. Regardless, I made another ship, and I'll get to that in a minute. It's over there, and I took out a whole bunch of pirates, and this is even close to how many pirates I've killed. I've killed maybe 30 pirates. This was before I learned how to spawn things in. So that the reason I was going after pirates was because once you take them out, they drop loot, and they drop a crap load of loot. They drop so much loot. I was also going for pirate space stations, and that doesn't drop loot. It's kind of a bitch to handle because you have to take out all the turrets. Uh, on the station, but once you get inside, there's a decent amount of loot in there too. But I learned how to spawn things in now. Fuck looting ships. I'll just be God and spawn that shit in. Or Satan. I don't know if he can do that, but I'm betting he can. Black magic and all. So this lovely, magnificent brick of a ship was my second attempt when I had returned to retaliate against the pirates that destroyed me. Um, and this ugly piece of shit does a billion times better than that ship, the proper ship, actually does. Literally, all this is a block of thrusters, uh, a block of power, which there's some inside as well, a block of shields, which isn't even a large amount of shields, but somehow that manages, and maybe just as many guns, if not a little bit more than that ship. Maybe twice as many even, actually. And that's it. And all I did was I kept adding storage slots to the back, because every time I destroyed a ship, I filled up like half of those, or half of one of those. And yeah, so It's kind of weird. But I like it. It's just like the fact that you can make some ugly ass fucking ship and then just wreck somebody with it. It's so funny. There's a lot of cool things about this game. So let me get in this ship, right? One thing I like is you can actually just enter the weapons computer and shoot, and you don't actually like fly around or anything. Like you could just enter a weapons system and like fire weapons without actually flying the ship. I wonder. I don't know if I haven't tested this yet, but perhaps like a friend could enter the weapon system and you could enter the pilot seat and like they could take on people as you flew around and shit. That'd be cool. That'd be fucking dope. Anyway, so we get in this ship and you can cycle through viewpoints like secondary cockpits. Oh my god. That is just so genius. That is so smart because I mean, it's hard enough when you put the ship core in the middle of a ship and then you can't see anything. So I think that's pretty neat. Another thing I noticed that nobody else seems to notice is if you shift and right click, or no, if you shift and scroll out, you can actually zoom out while you're in the cockpit of a ship, right? So you can like see a behind the view, like uh, view, behind the view, behind the ship view while you're piloting. And nobody seems to know that. I've never seen anyone do that in all the videos that I've seen of people playing this game. Um, But you can do that, and you can zoom out far. You can zoom out very far. If I zoom out as far as it'll let me, that is, let's see, how many digits is that? That's 2,147,483,647 meters away. That is literally 2 billion meters away. Holy shit, that's like 200, is that 200 million? Is that 200 million kilometers? I think so. I think that's 200 million kilometers. Holy shit. Holy shit. And it freaks out when you zoom in and zoom out that far. But you can get a pretty decent idea of like what your area looks like with all the stars and all the planets, so you could see like a very large view of that. And nobody seems to fucking do that. Like, tip for you guys, I just discovered the coolest shit. You can zoom all the way out of the fucking universe with this game. Jesus Christ, you can't even do that on Evil Online. Which, by the way, I've started playing. It's very fun. Um, so there's that, and I just thought that was pretty neat. Anyway, we're gonna move on, and I'll show you some of the other things that I made. Let me get back at my little ship pod thingy that I used to fly around. Anyway, so over here was one of my first ships that I made. I have this big Star Wars book, and for anyone that remembers the first episode, Star Wars Episode 1, this is like the Naboo starfighter. Keep in mind, the real Naboo starfighter is only like 11 meters long somehow, even though it doesn't look like it. So this thing is like twice as big as the actual ship is, which is very strange because you think a ship that small would not be able to have any sort of defenses on it, but I guess it makes sense. Everything in Minecraft is always going to look out of proportion, and since this is basically Minecraft in space, everything in Starmade is going to look out of proportion somehow. Um, or it's going to be having weird proportions because everything's a meter from what I understand, and yeah, I guess that makes sense. So all the all the Jesus Christ, I can't speak. It's fucking 4 in the morning here. Give me a break. All the dimensions in this game are in meters, so I assume that all the blocks are meters, just like Star or Minecraft. Jesus Christ, StarCraft. I almost said StarCraft. Totally different game. Holy shit. So yeah, I made this. I also made Darth Maul's ship, but that turned out to be a terrible mess, so I destroyed it. What else is there? Jeez, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, this thing is my salvage ship. Uh, I used this before I could spawn things in, before I learned how to spawn things in. So I was like salvaging like massive amounts of asteroids with this thing. Here, I'll show you how fucking ridiculous this thing is. We're gonna fall to the planet and we might hit the ground. Oh, yep, we hit the ground. I'm gonna go off the side of this shit, right? And you can see the bottom of the planet. Like I said, it's just a disk. And if we scroll to the salvage weapon computer, just like annihilating this planet, right? And all that rock is going into my inventory and stuff. So basically, I used this before I learned how to uh, spawn things in. In the future, I'll make some like mining ships with that type of power, but right now I don't really care. Um, Potentially in the future, I'll have like a server for this. Probably not too big or public or open, uh, mind you, so don't expect to be like allowed on it if you're watching my videos. It's mostly just going to be for my friends and for the sake of making videos for my channel, but uh, in the future, I'll be doing stuff with the server, hopefully. It seems to work pretty nicely so far, so I think it will go well, and I think that's what will happen. Moving on over here, uh, now everyone draws inspiration from somewhere. I realize that. If you watch Jamsy Boy, he like drew inspiration from some game called Starbound or Homebound or something like that. I don't know. Homeworld, that's what it was. He drew inspiration for that. That's where all his ships come from. Me, I draw inspiration from EVE Online because that game is fucking dope. It's like Starship MMO, better than World of Warcraft any day, in my opinion. Or at least now that I'm not playing World of Warcraft. um, so I made two ships from that game. The first one that I made was the Heron. It's not finished yet. This is a frigate. Keep in mind, this is a frigate, and frigates are basically the smallest ship that you can pilot in EVE. So keep that in mind. The ships from here on out get super massively large. Like I'm talking like no frigate, nothing above a frigate class is like less than 100 meters long. This thing itself is probably like, oh, I don't know, 70 to 100 meters tall, and it's supposed to be, I think, 30-ish meters across or lengthwise. Um, but yeah, so let me show you this. There's like this cockpit here. This isn't actually where you get in the ship. You get in the ship over here. So there's that. Um, and you can activate the gravity, like I said. All the stuff that you build can have its own gravity. So like you can jump on this thing and like watch. Check this out. I'll get in the ship and I'll rotate this. Will it let me rotate? There we go. We're rotating, right? See me rotating? It's very slow because it's a very big ship. Um, So we're rotating. I'll go to the front view, right? And now, oh God, I have to stop. Stop the rotation, please. We're gonna get out, and I'm still in the gravity. But if you look, the planet is over there, sideways. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love that. It's freaking fantastic. We open up the door and we fall inside, and this thing is basically chuck full, chuck packed, no, chuck full of all of its systems. There's antimatter cannon here, there's a missile array here, and there's a bit of storage just for storage sake. And of course, we can close this and open this and get out. And this, oh, I love this. It just feels like a massive ship when you look at it like this. It's just, I think it's really cool. Um, and yeah, so there's the heron that I made. I'll show you a picture of what it actually looks like in game, in the EVE online game. And over here, I made a fighter. This is an Amar fighter. It was like the easiest fighter that I can make off the top of my head because figuring out curves and anything that's related to Minecraft is just a bitch. So I got the one that had the less amount of curves. I can't even speak right now. I am so sorry. The less amount of curves. Jesus Christ. Fucking. Oh my god. Anyway. So I made this ship. Uh, Keep in mind, also, I'll be posting both of these ships on, like, the internet because you can, like, save schematics for ships and import them and export them and all that crap. So I'll put both of these ships on the forums for Starmade, and I'll provide links in the description when I post this video when they're both finished, and you can get them for yourself if you want. But yeah, the ship is really small, doesn't have a lot of firepower, as you can see. It's doing like 1 damage, which, from what I understand, is not correct. Um, Maybe it is, actually. Oh, Jesus. How did that happen? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I know, I think I know. Have to connect this computer with the other cannons, because I didn't do that. I had to adjust something and move the cannons. So now, that's doing more damage. Only one of them is hitting. There we go. So you can see the shield effect and stuff. That's pretty cool. What the fuck did I just do? Somehow I'm floating away. Which is pretty nice. Also, the cannons on this, for some reason, are firing down. I don't know why. This game is an alpha, in case you're wondering, and it's a bit buggy sometimes, but it still works pretty fine. Surprisingly, and I'm very happy that it works fine. So, this thing is supposed to be able to go fast very quickly, and as you can see, it is going pretty fast. Game speed limit at the moment is like 50 kilometers per hour, which is pretty lame, if you ask me, but that's totally okay. You can change that manually in like your server settings or something, but come over here and shoot at that ship. And another really cool thing is, like I showed you a few seconds ago, you can adjust the things on this. So if I want to increase the speed of which this thing fires so it looks cooler and it doesn't actually do a lot of damage, I put all these points, this percentage, more into reload than I do into any of the others. And I'll do the same thing with this one real quick, as fast as I can, because you have to do this fucking one click at a time, which really sucks. But the damage has gone down to 35.8 instead of 50. And I'm turning up the reload now. There. So now this thing fires way faster. And now it's only doing 1 damage. What up with that? Oh shit, okay. I guess that makes sense. But it's going and shooting faster, which in my opinion is what a fighter would really do. And this little fighter probably won't be able to take down this thing's shields, but I think it's pretty cool that you could change that. God, that's so freaking sick looking. God, I cannot wait till I make bigger ships. I'm gonna make like massive ships in the future. Oh god, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. You have no idea. I'll show you those too in the future, and I'll post those for download as well when the time comes. But frankly, that's all I wanted to show you at this moment. These 2 ships, you'll be able to find a download link in the description. I don't really have anything else planned for this episode. In the future, I might be doing a let's play of this game. I don't exactly know yet. A few other things I got on my list of stuff to do in my personal life, so my YouTube channel's taking the back seat until a lot of it's done, unfortunately. But yeah, I hope you like this. I hope you enjoyed what I have to show here today. Some pretty decent stuff, some not amazing stuff yet, but in the future it'll be pretty amazing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, favorite, subscribe, tell me what you think of this stuff. Tell me if you want to see more of my magnificent spaceships that I create in the future. I'll see you next time. Click the link at the end of the video to watch some of my other stuff. And peace out. Forgot to mention, one of the best things about this game is the fact that you can get on a server, right? You can get on a server, you could just fucking fly into people's ships, and they fucking go flying. Oh my god, that is the most hilarious shit I've ever seen. You could just fucking send someone's ship into space by bumping into it. It's so fucking hilarious. Like, just fucking take a ship and go like that while somebody's working on it, and it fucking flies away. Oh my god, it is hilarious. I suggest you all do that. I'm encouraging trolling just this once. Because it is fucking hilarious. It was seriously, in the 2 seconds that I did that, it was pretty fun to just go into someone's ship and be like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. And they do stop. Just take some of the fun out of it and some of the frustration as well. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day. Peace for real this time. For realsies. For realsies, guys.